Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Leo in September 2019. What's going on, Leo? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, guys. Bye-bye, August. Our reign has finally ended, right? So happy belated to any Leos that may have missed me in August or July. I hope you guys had amazing birthdays. I had a pretty good one. So I hope you guys had just as good a time celebrating yourselves as much as I did. And here we are in September, right? End of the season is just around the corner, end of summer. So hopefully everything is wrapping up nicely and you're enjoying yourself and you're surrounded by wonderful people who know and love and support you. And if not, dump them, get rid of them, and replace them. Isn't that kind of like what Leos have been on, if I'm honest? Like, I just feel energetically like Leos have been cleaning house for a while. And like September is like, this is it, final call. This is just what I feel, you know? I've been getting that vibe. Like Leo's taking no prisoners, kind of. But I could be wrong. But energetically, that's just what it's being, right? Anyway, guys. Shuffled off camera. That's the main spread there. Ooh, look, I've knocked stuff all about. Shame on me. Anyway, main spread there. I will shuffle on camera now for the outcome and the overall energy once all the cards are out. And they're lying face up on the table. Excuse me. That's when the reading begins. Timestamp is in the description box below if you want to jump ahead. Also down there's that information you need if you want to get a personal with me. You follow the steps, you tell me what you need, I hook you up. It's a perfectly cool system. But if you have any questions before placing an order, you can email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as possible. All right, guys, let's get into it. I want to see Leo's outcome for September 2019. Please show me Leo's outcome in September 2019. Please show me. They made me take that almost way to the end. That's interesting. Did that flip? No. Whoa. For a second, I was like, I guess I'm going to pull it. And as soon as I was ready to pull, there it came. All right. So bottom of the deck is the overall energy. And this, yeah, like that, right? Perfect. Let's flip the one that came face down. Ooh. And that one too. Ooh. Leo, what's going on? What's going on? Let's find out, huh? All right. Please show me where Leo is in September 2019. Please show me Leo in September 2019. Please show me. Wow. One more time. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought because you guys weren't clear, but there it is. Okay. All right, Leo, coming into September, you come in with the Six of Pentacles. I don't know, I'm like in a cheery mood with you guys, so that's promising, right? Anyway, Six of Pentacles. So, traditional understanding of the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity, things being fair and balanced amongst all parties involved. And I kind of feel that is the name of the game for you, Leo. If people aren't giving, you are not giving. If people are not in the mood to, well, I guess it would be on them. If people don't want to receive, then you don't want to receive. Like, if someone, what do I mean by that? Because I was like, if you don't want to give, or if people don't want to give, then you don't want to give. That makes sense. If people don't want to receive, then you don't want to receive. So if you're giving to someone and they refuse it, right? Oh, no, thank you. It's like, well, if they come to you and try to give you something, well, no, I don't want what you give me. It's kind of like, let's all be on the same page here is kind of what this feels like. So as much as you give to a person, you want them to give just as much to you. As much as you take or receive from that person, you want them to give, or excuse me, to take or receive as much as, it's got to be the same is kind of what this is. It's got to be, 50-50. It's really what that feels like. in terms of this being pentacles and the artwork that's on the card here, maybe it's about donations. Maybe it's about, you know, volunteerism in some of your cases. Maybe it's about, you know, paying towards something. You know, if you're in a living situation where bills need to be split down the middle, that's exactly what you want. That is exactly what is expected. And if someone comes to you and they're like $20 short for the lights, you're like, well, you better go find that $20 because I'm not going to supply it. And you know, that might be a little bit cut your nose off to spite your face, but that's kind of what Leo is about right now. I'm not playing with anybody. This is Leo talking, right? I'm not joking. When I say I want it 50-50, split down the middle, you give me as much as I give you, vice versa, that's what I mean. So if Terry, you don't have enough to cover the bills around here, I guess we're going to have a problem. And I guess we're going to have to go without the lights. Now, of course, Leo, you're probably not going to not pay the light bill, but that is now a mark against Terry or your roommate or whoever else. Oh, you didn't have enough money? Oh, you didn't meet me halfway? That's a demerit. That's a demerit. That's a demerit. You are handing out demerits left and right. It is noted. You're putting it on people's permanent records. You did not meet me halfway. Very resolute. Why is that? I'm quickly moving through that. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's much else to say here because I know, I see and feel why that is so resolute. Some of you might be seeking something because I was ready to move, but they're like, no, don't. So I'm feeling this idea of return. Some of you are looking for a return. Like literally you're in your house, looking in your closet, looking for a receipt, looking for the item that goes with the receipt because you have to return something for the principle of it, for the money, for whatever reason. You're just like looking for an actual return. Some of you are like, I need a box because Amazon done messed up my order, whatever it is. Some of you are looking to actually return a physical item, right? Others of you, this is a lot more abstract. It's a little bit more dicey because it relies on other people. So like a return on your investment, like some of you might have your money tied up in a bank or with a broker or something like that, where you were expecting some type of payout and it didn't come through, or only like a third of the money came through, and you're like, hold up, and you're like getting on the phone. Listen, Bradley, I know, you know, I've hired you to do this, and you want to see the return. I'm expecting $5,000, not $2,000. What's the deal? Where's the rest of my money? Leo is fired up. I feel like I'm feeling and I'm seeing like mafia movies, like Goodfellas and all that shit. Like, where's my money? Don't play with me on my money. In other cases where it's not money or objects that you're returning or expecting returns of, it again goes back to the effort and the reciprocity of effort, the reciprocity of respect or respecting obligation, respecting contracts. 50-50 on the bills, Terry. You don't have the money? I'm going to break your kneecaps. This is not what you're literally going to do, but that's the attitude. That's the energy you're bringing to the table, Leo. No prisoners. Demerits. Everybody's getting a permanent record around here. When you screw me over, when you renege on the agreements, we have a problem. A big problem. Returns, what else? Because they're like, more. What else? Returns of a person. Okay, some of you are waiting on a person. Waiting on a person. See, I'm saying, I'm questioning that whole idea because I want them to give me better language. Because Leo, you're really not waiting on a person. You have left the back door open. Oh, okay. Okay, this is bad, but this is the example that they're giving me, okay? You've left a back door open to a person. And that person might be super amazing. They might be the star of the show. Like, for those who might not know, but you can Google this stuff. Back in like the 30s and the 40s, where you had black artists like Billie Holiday, for example, right? Huge star, huge singer. Even someone even slightly more contemporary, like Nina Simone. coming up in the time in American culture in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, right? All that racial divide, right? Or even that moment in Ray, in that movie Ray with Jamie Foxx, right? Huge stars. When they go to the South or they go to certain clubs, they got to go in the back. That's discrimination, right? What I'm talking about is discrimination, racial discrimination. But how this applies to you, Leo, is I don't care if this person is amazing. They're not coming in my front door. Not to discriminate, not because they're black or any other thing like that. That's not your reasoning. It's because they have not shown themselves worthy to come through the front door. You can still come in the club. You can still come in and put on a show. You can still come in and sit in my VIP, but you're not coming in the front door. You're going to come in the back because somebody's messed up. And that's their penance. That's their punishment. You don't get the VIP treatment, or you don't get the red carpet treatment in Leo land, at Leo's club. You don't get to come in and get your picture taken by the paparazzi and get to be schmoozing with the other celebrities. You go in the back. See, I'm doing this to this own energy. I'm like, okay, Leo, damn. And maybe that's how some people are seeing you. Like, damn, Leo, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm not playing. I'm on my Goodfellas. I am Ray Liotta. I am about my business, okay? And in some cases, since this is Pentacles, it could literally be that. Someone has, like, done something and they violated a contract with you. They're late to the performance. Okay, you're late. Photographers leave. And you know that's a move that's going to hurt that person's image. If you're a promoter, let's say, you know that hurts the artist or the DJ or whoever has been hired to play your club. You don't care. The crowd's in the door, the bar is popping, the money's coming in. You get your ass up on the turntables and do your set. Well, where's the photographers? Where's this? Don't worry about that. They're gone. You go play the music, and that's it. Like, you, in a way, are giving them a taste of their own medicine. You showed up late. You didn't do the promo stuff that I asked you to do. When you went over and did interviews with this person, you didn't mention the club. You didn't mention the special. You didn't do what you said you would do in the contract. Therefore, I'm not going to fulfill my end of the contract. Again, you want to be met where you stand. If you're saying, I'm going to do 50-50, and someone says, oh, they shake your hand, okay, Leo, I'll do 50-50 with you, right? And then lo and behold, that 50-50 for that person turned into a 70-30. Oh, you think I'm going to do 70% of the work around here? Oh, you are mistaken. I will meet and match your 30 with another 30. And then they're like, oh, but you didn't do this and you didn't do your shit either. So I'm not going to do mine. Petty, maybe. But honestly, what we have been leading to is it's a boss move. Emperor, right above you. So this is what you are exuding, Leo. You are projecting this Emperor energy right now. Aries energy, maybe you're dealing with an Aries, or major arcana for Aries. You might be dealing with an Aries, but you don't have to be. You know the rules, guys. If you don't know the rules, welcome. These are the rules. But the Emperor is in charge. The Emperor takes no prisoners. The Emperor is his own boss, self-made. Some of you, this is literally your business, your bread and butter. And if people mess with your bread and butter, not just Leo, but with most people, you mess with my bottom dollar or my bottom line, you mess with my business, you mess with what I'm making a name for myself on out here, and you don't respect it, you don't return the respect, it's not a reciprocated cyclical thing between us, it's going to be a problem. And it is a problem. For most Leos, whoever is resonating with this, in whatever area of your life this could be more than business. This could be, like I said, just you having your money tied up in other people's hands and you're trusting other people to take care of your business. Even though you're a boss, even though you're very self-made, and even though you're very self-contained and you have autonomy and all that good stuff, you've trusted someone else to help you. And if someone falls down on their end of the bargain, trouble. Trouble. So, you're in this boss energy. You're exerting your boss. You're just like laying down the law. And you don't have any problems telling a person to their face, this is why I did it. Or this is why you're experiencing this. You're upset with me? Oh, well, here's why. Because you have upset the situation first. So again, even back to the roommate situation. $20 short on the lights. They don't cut you off, by the way. For those who might be experiencing this and you don't know. They're not going to cut you off from one missed payment or like an underpayment. They're just going to transfer that over to the next bill and give you like a surcharge. So that's where Leo could be super petty, but this would be a lesson to Terry or whoever else. And whether this is right or wrong in terms of karma, in terms of the universe, I don't know. This is just what Leo is planning to do. Oh, you missed $20. So that is going to transfer on to the next bill. So let's just say your electric bill was $100, just to keep numbers even, right? So now next bill is going to be $120 plus, $10.95 for the underpayment from last month. So then you're going to show that bill in October to Terry and say, oh, you don't owe $50. You owe $50 plus 20 plus $10.95. That's what you owe. I don't know if that's sound math, but you see what I mean? You are going to get the proof, the pudding, the written documents that shows, okay, so when you Venmo'd me or PayPal'd me or you gave me the check for your portion, you put in $30 instead of $50. I did not pay the extra 20 because it's not my responsibility. That's yours. So that carries over into October. And you will simply leave that information in Terry's lap and walk out. Be like, well, that's it. If you don't like it, if you can't pay that, then I guess you'll be paying more in November as well. Because what we agreed on in this lease, in this agreement between roommates is down the line, 50-50, equal parts. I am constantly giving my equal part. You don't show up with your equal part, then you will suffer those consequences. And I will exact them on you because you have put me in charge of this situation. Or somebody around here has to be the fucking adult, so I'm going to take up the lead and do it myself. Now, again, Leo, to warn you, or to give a caveat to the cross-watcher, or to kind of soften the blow here, karmically, I don't know what that means. What that means down the line, as far as you being so, it's gotta be this way or no way. I feel I know where it's coming from because, Leo, you've been fucked over in the past. I get it. Many, not all, but many of you feel that way, or that is literally what happened. Being that this is where you start, that's it. That's the rules for now. Leo can be very tenderhearted, can be very kind and forgiving, but I feel that you have done that. You've played that record over and over and over again with one specific person or in one area of your life, or it's just your natural mode. When you get fired up and feisty and you're ready to roar and let other bitches in the jungle know who the king or queen is, this is how it comes out. I'm not out here to take your throat. I'm not out here to rule over you like a complete tyrant. I will allow you to show to me that you are worthy of mercy. Oh, you didn't do what you agreed to do. You're not worthy of mercy. You receive no mercy. Wow. It's intense. I'm going to take a little drink of water because that's a lot. And that's very strong. And for the cross-watcher, potential cross-watcher who's like, oh no, why is Leo doing that? Leo has a reason. Whether they've expressed it to you or not, I think they would if you ask them. And if not, maybe time will bring it out of the situation. But there's someone watching who's like, oh damn, that's too much. Is it? Not from the Leo's perspective. Not from what they have experienced and the path that they've been walking. And that's the other thing about the Emperor, because I've just used him as an archetype. But the other thing about the Emperor is this, when you see him traditionally in the Rider-Waite Tarot or other more traditional depictions, right? He's an old man, long beard, white hair, robes down to the floor, very regal. That is long fought energy. That's not some overnight, I'm just the emperor, I've inherited this empire all by myself and I'm 12 years old. No, that is the marker of a person who has built themselves up to this point of boss, to this point of dominion, to this point of laying down the law. It took a lot for the Leo to get to that point of being pushed, of being prodded, of being taken advantage of giving out passes, of giving out reprieve and forgiveness, and that just being sort of normalized and expected of the Leo. And now that people think that is always what Leo will do, Leo flips it and says, oh, guess what? You forgot who I was. Or maybe you never knew I was this person. Let me show you. Boom. Emperor shows up. That's like an fire sign related energy. Quick lesson. All the signs or the qualities, they all relate to each other. So everything that the Aries has, Leo and Sagittarius has. Everything Leo has, Aries and Sagittarius has. Everything Sagittarius has and is known for, Leo and Aries also share that. So this gamut, or what they're showing me is like a rainbow, but it's like a spectrum, or a spectrum, right? So on the spectrum, this is something that Leo can borrow, has easy access to. It's not the primary thing that Leo is known for, but when the situation calls for it, Leo will bring that guy up from the bullpen. Send the Emperor up. Let's warm up the Emperor's arm. Emperor's in the bullpen, throwing his fastballs, because he's about to come out here and throw a no-hitter. Okay? Look at me, knowing sports lingo and shit. I don't like baseball. It's boring, but I know a thing or two, right? So anyway, jeez. So there's where you start. What else is going on, Leo? Jesus. Yes, it's come out. This has all come out. You did some reflection, and now it's time to play. Play ball. Yeah, thank you. Well. Wait. That's confusing. Hold on. Clear that, please. Ooh, okay. Something in the middle here. There's something about the middle. And that's interesting. They want me to note how I was just like that, firing this off, and now I've stopped. And the energy is now backed up. Like, you don't know that, but I know that. The energy is now backed up. So this could have been like previous till now. This could have been something you've done recently, like over the past few weeks. And now we get to September, end of August. And now maybe the situation has changed, or the flow of the energy has changed. What's going on? Clear it, please. Thank you. Okay. Someone else is here. Someone else is here. Oh, they're here. Who is it? What is it? Oh God, they're lost. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Is it here? Or is it here? Because that's... See, the fact that I can't decide, and it's not a conscious decision, it's like, I wish you could feel what I'm feeling. It's like trying to catch something. I'm trying to catch where it is, and it keeps shifting. So that is important. I'm trying to catch something, but it keeps moving. Like if you're trying to reach out, oh my God, I wish you could see it. It's like I'm trying to reach out and grab like a tennis ball or something. And when I go to grab it here, it jumps over here. And then I go here, and then it moves back over here. It's like I cannot grab this thing. So I cannot, for the moment, catch this. Wow, it keeps moving. Stop that. What the hell is this? Okay, thank you. God, is that right? It'll work. Okay, what? Sorry, Leo, that was a hell of an intermission. Wow, crazy. Now, Hermit in reverse. Major Arcana for Virgo, so you might be dealing with a Virgo, but you don't have to be. I'll show you that upright just so you can get a better look at it. Someone's away. They've been away, they are away, they will continue to be away, I don't know. But someone's away, and they're having a hard time of things, yeah? The Hermit in reverse is showing me a disabled energy, a disturbed energy, someone who needs healing, who needs guidance, more so guidance, but they are not receiving it, or they are lost in the sauce. They are out in the woods or on this mountaintop without a damn map. It's not you. It's not you. This is not Leo at all. Leo is very resolute. Leo is very sure. This energy, whoever, whatever it is, unsure, unclear, unavailable, okay? Not around, but around. Weird. Around, but not around. You know them. You might see them every day, but they're not there. Or something about them is not there. Something about them is out to lunch. Something about them is on vacation. Like, just unreachable. You're trying to maybe reach this person, or you have tried to. If you're not trying now, you have. And they are just inconsolable in some cases. Whatever's going on, it's very unknown to you. That's the other thing about the Hermit. The Hermit, when we get him in the upright, what he indicates, what that energy or the card indicates, is that someone is searching. Someone is looking for guidance and healing, trying to put a puzzle together in their own life, trying to dive into their subconscious and the depths of themselves to find some understanding regarding their own identity or some situation or circumstance in their life. Like, really seeking and searching and trying. They might be trying, but man, are they lost. Because again, I'm like seeing someone on this mountain or in the woods, moving, traveling the pathways, moving through the trees, pushing through bushes, but they don't have a map. They don't have a compass. They don't have any idea where they're going. Unfortunate. Feel bad for them, but Leo, not your experience. You are either not in the woods, searching for anything. You're fine. If you're in the woods, if like you're on a similar path with this person, even though I don't think many of you are, you have a map, you have a compass, you've got a GPS with full bars, okay? You are navigating. If you were to share this path with this person, I don't think many of you are, but if you were, you are navigating and you are fine. This person, so lost. It's like a horror movie. It's like everybody in the group is over here with flashlights and canteens and all this shit. And this is that, no offense, but this is like that dumb blonde who ran off or, took a pit stop and then she lost her way and now she's going to get murdered. God forbid if that was like the real case. But you see what I mean? It's like this person shares your experience or shares something with you. Circumstances, you might live with this person. You might know this person. You might work with this person, whatever. But they're off doing some shit, having some experience where they are lost and they need guidance. They need help. If that was literally the horror movie, they have that scene. You guys, is anybody there? Hey, Brad, where are you? Tanya, where are you? Help! And it's like, shut up. The killer is going to find you when you call out like that. So, wow. Just with that little scenario, that little analogy there, this person needing help allows them to become a victim. Someone around them, maybe, sees that call for help and is predatory on it, uses it to their advantage. This is who that is. It's part of your energy, but it's not in your inner sanctum because you're the emperor. You're in your kingdom. You're not out in these woods. And from the kingdom, on your tall tower, Leo, with your microscope, with your binoculars, you can see into the woods. You might catch a glimpse of this person through the trees, running around like a chicken with their head cut off, lost, crying for help. And then with your binoculars, you can see the killer 5 feet behind them, lurking, watching them, waiting to pounce. I hope you get, I'll do a ton of analogies, guys. That is not literally what is happening in most of your cases. If it is, sell your story to 2020 or something like that. I don't know. But this other person needs help and guidance, is not able to get it the right way. And there is another energy or another person or a situation or circumstance that is preying on that vulnerability, preying on that lost soul. Wow, lost soul. That's a little cliche, but we'll take it. And there's not much you can do because you're over here being a boss. You're over here on the other side of the on the far side from them, watching, waiting. I said that before. Some of you are waiting on a person, but you're not really waiting. You're busy handling things with Terry and the goddamn electric bill. You know, telling people to go in the back door. Maybe this is the person who needs to come in the back. You can get out those woods, and when you come out those woods, you better come in the back door. You know, whatever reason. Leo, you're not actively a part of that. All you can do, all you are willing to do, that you have decided to do is to watch and wait. If they perish, okay. If they make it out and they rush back to the kingdom or rush out and say, oh my God, I survived the night in the woods and the killer didn't get me. You're like, okay, cool. Good for you. Like, what happens to them? You care, but you don't care. You're in like that smooth, really, like I said, like mafia gangster thing. And you know, if he makes it out of the woods, no problem. We welcome him. We'll welcome him into the kingdom, no problem. But if he dies in the woods, you know, I'm crossing myself with the cross. You know how it would. Like it's fine either way. Crazy. Wow. Finally got there. I need another drink of water. I thought Cancer was gonna have the longest reading. Leo, you might have the longest. Wow. So, what else? Okay, so here we go. Boy. Okay. Now we get into back into Leo's regular mode, regularly scheduled programming. There's a distance separate, even not a physical, it doesn't have to be a physical distance because some of you see this person every day, but there's a certain distance, let's say a spiritual or an energetic distance between you and this person who's in the hermit energy. You both are still connected by some kind of foundation. Knocking shit all over the place. This is crazy. All right, Four of Wands. A significant foundation exists between you and this person. Aha, finally, we get there. Listen, I've been very general and I've been saying stuff about the mafia and horror movies and all that kind of stuff. This could be a friend of, or not a friend, this could be like a significant family member to you. Like your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, whatever. You're tied together in some form or fashion, energetically. Bloodlines, spirit family, spiritual tribe, whatever. You share a bond. But you're in a different space than what they are. The bond is still there. The bond is not even broken. Let me tell you, the bond is not broken. This is so solid, right? A lot of people see this as what? Foundational for marriages and proposals and stuff like that. Other people see 1111 with the beams there, right? So some of you will see this as a twin flame soulmate thing, and maybe it is. Maybe. I'll allow it. If you've been with my channel, you know I don't throw those words out there willy-nilly. But Jade has evolved, and a lot of things have come up in my readings, and I'm just like, that's not what I normally say, but I'm going to say it anyway. But anyway, so some of you, this is like a soulmate, twin flamey kind of thing. You're not waiting. Like you're waiting, but you're not waiting. Because this, okay, thank you. Here we go. Because when some of you hear that soulmate, twin flame, you know, unbroken bond that I've talked about, you're just like, okay, cool, that's great. We're going to be reunited. No, that's not always the way. That's not always the result. That's not always the purpose, to stay united forever. And again, twin flame, soulmate, please don't conflate them, because in my estimation, they're completely separate things. I'm just throwing them out there for, you know, the sake of the audience. Maybe those are words you've heard of, and those are maybe words you have your own personal definitions for. For me, when I use soulmates specifically, soulmates are not necessarily always a part of your life. You're not always necessarily on the same page, copacetic, everything is fine, kumbaya type shit. Sometimes you and soulmates are on the outs. Sometimes you and soulmates don't speak. Sometimes you and soulmates don't see each other. That is the purpose for me of a soulmate. In terms of twin flame, I don't really talk about twin flame at all. But I've been prompted to use that word more often because I think a lot of people are coming to tarot thinking about themselves being in twin flame union. If you are, if you believe you are, that's your business and you may define it and use it how you want. Anyway, my caution here for you, Leo, is some of you are hearing unbreakable bond and thinking that means physically we are together. Whether that's romantic, friends, family, doesn't matter. Physically, we will be in each other's lives in the present, in the now, in the future. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that person's going to be lost in the woods for the rest of their lives. What if that is the case? Can you have a union with someone who's constantly lost in the woods for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years of their lives? What kind of bullshit is that? It's an unbreakable bond, I'll tell you that. But is that viable to you? Is that where you should put your energy and your effort? You're already chilling over there in the Emperor phase, in the Emperor energy, Leo. You're already at a distance, observing, watching, waiting. You're busy doing other things, you're running your kingdom, but you're still, if you were really the Emperor, like really, I hope you guys can picture what I feel innately. The Emperor is not manning his own sentry stations. He's not down in the cookery in the kitchen cooking his own meals. He has people to do that, aka his energy is splintered, right? He has enough cognizance and consciousness to do other shit while maintaining something in the background. And you think about that. You don't just do one thing in your daily life. You get up, you go to work, you come home, you cook dinner. You just did two different things. I went to work, I was a productive member of society, I put effort into earning money, and then I came home and I sustained myself by cooking my own meal. If you were the Emperor, you would have people doing that shit for you, right? But that's what I mean. So you're waiting, but you're not waiting. You have enough cognizance to go busy and be busy and do shit elsewhere. But there's always this little part of you that's like looking out the sentry tower, looking out the binoculars and saying, oh, are they still in the woods? Yep, they're still in the woods. Okay. And you go on and you do something else. Now, unbreakable bond. Again, that person could be lost forever. Forever. That doesn't sever the bond. That doesn't break it. And what do I mean by that? If they're lost in the woods, again, you're over there in your kingdom. You're over there doing shit. They're in the woods, separate. You're separate. The bond is there energetically, but separately in your realities, not in the same place. What do you do with that? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. If you believe in cutting ties, if you believe in breaking energetic bonds, you may do so. Or you may get into the practice of doing so, or you may hire someone to do that. I don't do that. Other people do that, right? Or you can ride it out. Maybe they will come out of the woods. Maybe it'll be in a couple of weeks, couple of years, couple of months. Who knows? Finally leave your Emperor phase or leave your tower and go traipsing into the woods and say, hey, come here. I'm not going to get you out of here, but here's a compass. And then you turn them back into the woods and let them find their way out. But at least you gave them a helping hand by giving them a compass or a map. Some of you will go in there or try to go in there and lead them out by hand. I don't know that you need to do that because I don't feel that. No. But, the choices are there. But for now, no. They're in the woods. They're doing their thing. And I feel, I'm sympathetic to them, okay? It's not easy, whatever they're doing or going through. Especially if they got that crazy psycho killer in the woods, like trying to, haunt them or antagonize them. It's crazy. That's a whole thing. I could do clarifiers on that if this was a personal, but, oh man, there's more to the story there. And you might know more. You might know all the details. But in this reading, for the general masses, there's more to that story. Interesting. Now, for Wands, Unbreakable Bond, what's next? Okay. If I'm honest, Leo, you're here, here, here. That's it. This other shit is them. King of Cups reversed, right? Yes, thank you. King of Cups reversed. Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'll show you that upright just so you can get a look at it. And for those signs, you don't have to be dealing with a water sign. You might be, you might not be. It really doesn't matter in a general. King of Cups in reverse. Listen. This is them, right? Or is it someone else in the pic? Well, could be more than one person. I think for some of you, this is more than one person. I don't know how that applies just yet. But for some, it's more than one person. For others, it's that hermit person. Listen. Emotionally distraught. Emotionally in a disarray, in a tizzy. Emotionally unavailable. Sure, of course. That kind of makes sense for some of you. Some of you, they're very available emotionally, but their emotions are just like haywire and like scattered and crazy. Others of you, they're not emotionally available. They're shut down. You don't know what they feel. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't, whatever. The point is, unstable. Things are not clear to them, for them, within them, whatever. What they're giving to you is unclear. If they are talking to you, communicating with you, if you, again, you could see this person every day, you could live with them, and whatever they tell you, take it with a grain of salt, because something internally on their side of things is all kinds of fucked up. Yeah? With the king, though, the thing with the king that they want me to draw, because sometimes when you have the king, if you, quick tarot 101, right? The court cards, page, knight, queen, king, right? That ascension path. Nothing to do with gender hierarchies or anything like that. It's just about ascension and mastery, yeah? When we get to the king, we're supposed to be at the pinnacle point, the top of the mountain. Cream of the crop, right? King of Cups in reverse. Underperformance. Ooh, what's that called? That's called imposter syndrome. There we go. That's a accessible phrase for those who might be familiar. Imposter syndrome. This person might be dealing with that within your connection with them, or within, I think it's more about themselves than anything to do with you. This, and this belongs to them and doesn't necessarily overlap with you all that much. Like a Venn diagram. The majority of their side of the Venn diagram is their business, their issue, their experience. It only overlaps with you a little bit, Leo. But what they might be expressing to you, or what might be kind of displayed to you, is this imposter syndrome, where they don't have confidence, they don't have security, they don't have self-esteem, or it's all out of whack and it's all disproportionate, and it's all either inflated, overinflated, or it's like a completely empty balloon. Like it's like so big. Like you ever see, I hate this. Fun fact about Jay, I don't like balloons. They kind of freak me out. Anyway. It's not a fear, but I'm just like, when a balloon is like so expanded and like you see it's about to burst, like I can't stand that. I really hate it. But that's kind of what this person might be doing. In some of your cases, their balloon is so big and they keep pumping it full of air. They keep blowing air into this balloon that you're like, you're going to make that thing burst. It's too much. In other cases, the balloon is empty and you're like, you gotta fill up that balloon? This person is not balanced. I think I said that. And this person right now, maybe ever, is just not balanced. I think right now, in most of your cases, right now. At some point previous, when they were younger, situations were different around them, circumstances weren't as stressful, or whatever it is, whatever's going on in the hermit, right? They were better. Whatever they're dealing with now, that being lost in the woods, mess them up, bro. Mess them up. So whatever you need or want from them, put it down and look to left. That's, you guys are so clever, guides. You guys are so cool. Put it down and look left. Whatever you need from them, whatever you want from them, whatever you expect from them, Six of Pentacles, where you started, not happening. Not happening. They cannot give it to you. What you do with that, how you proceed with that, I don't know. I don't know. But that's where it stands. That's where it stands. Anything else with that? Drinking. Thank you. They're like, they beat me to the punch. Drinking. So some of them might be indulging in not so great behaviors, drinking too much, partying too much, sleeping too much, eating too much, overindulgent, numbing their pain, numbing their anxiety, escaping from reality, doing whatever, If I'm going to be lost in the woods, at least I'm going to buy like 5 Popeye sandwiches and I'm going to eat them. That's what this person is doing. So there's just a mismanagement of their emotions. Might be too much to handle for them. Might be whatever. They're in a disarray and they got to figure it out. They got to figure it out. You're sitting pretty over here with your other connections, with your other business, getting the reciprocity, demanding reciprocity in your personal life, or excuse me, your professional life, right? Like, okay, if I'm going to be promoting these things and promoting DJs, they better meet me. Like, you are minding your business and you should continue to mind your business. This person doing some other shit, going through some other shit that overlaps with you a little bit in that Venn diagram. Just a little bit, because you are connected. Like I said, that unbreakable bond. That's where you feel it, you see it, especially if you live with this person, you know this person, you have a relationship with this person of any type. If that is current in your physical, you see them, you talk to them, of course it's going to overlap. Of course it's going to affect you. But you got your own life to live too, Leo, right? And they have their own life to live too. And so let them handle that, that portion of their Venn diagram all by themselves. Oh boy, you would think like this was the outcome, the way I'm like leading up to it, but it's not. It's still just a part of your main spread, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. So Wheel of Fortune, major arcana, secondary for the Sagittarius, also more readily associated with the fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You might be dealing with any of those signs, none of those signs. It really doesn't matter. It's just a little Tarot 101 for you. Now listen. You got to ride this out, man. They do, you do, everybody. You got to ride this out. Wheel of Fortune is about the turning of time. The churning and the turning of time, right? And things coming up in your favor, things not going in your favor. Whatever part of your life path you're on right now, that's the way it's going to shake out. That's the way the cookie will crumble, okay? Or the way the cookie is crumbling, or the way the cookie has crumbled. Wherever you are in the journey. I don't talk about it that much, and it's less about this than, say, the World card. But for some of you, this is like a karmic cycle, a karmic pattern, a karmic shift in your life or in their lives. Because you're here a little bit. Maybe not a little bit. Let me rephrase that. This is more imperative to them. You hear what I'm saying, take it a little bit. But if you can share this message with them, you should. Because, Leo, I think you understand that. Most of you do, at least. That there is a natural ebb and flow to life. That there will be times where things go your way and you're satisfied. And there will be times where things don't go your way and you're dissatisfied. And I think you know that. Because, again, what was I talking about back here with the Six of Pentacles and the Emperor? You've already had a shit show in your life. You've already been handed a shit sandwich and told it was prime rib. It's like, no, I already know sometimes things don't go my way and people or situations just treat me like crap, or, I'm unlucky. You already know that. You've experienced it. And this person, of course, would have experienced it, unless like they're actually a hermit. They would have experienced it too. But you recognize those cycles. You recognize, Leo, as Leos often, not all, but often have an optimistic outlook on life. Or if not optimistic, at least realistic. You're never overly pessimistic. This person, probably more so, especially right now with the King of Cups and the Hermit in reverse. This person is in a pessimistic, woe is me, all is lost, I'm lost in the woods, I don't know what I'm doing, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They need a bit of a boost. They need to be reminded that the sun will shine again. You know, if you want to take it to the Annie, you know, the sun will come out tomorrow, whatever. They need some inspiration. They need to know that the wheel will eventually turn in their favor. Because again, look at it. And just imagine that these figures repeat, right? If they are experiencing this falling experience over here, dropping to their peril, lost in the woods with the psycho killer, they should be reminded, if you can, Crosswatcher, if you're here, this is for you. Sure, you're falling right now, but if these figures are repeating, what happens immediately after you fall? You begin to ascend again, and the wheel begins to turn in your favor. You will experience an upswing again. That's life. Nobody is sustaining themselves on shit sandwiches. Nobody. One day, maybe not as frequently as you would like, but you will eat a prime rib sandwich, or you will eat a healthy salad if you don't want to eat fucking meat, whatever. You're not always going to be the loser. Somebody needs to tell this person that, or they need to hear it themselves, or they need to wake. And again, Leo, I really feel this is not your job, but if you want to take up that mantle, you may do so. It's your choice. This person, they need to be reminded of that. You're not always going to be the loser. You're not always going to be, you know, given the short end of the stick. Things, your circumstances, your fortune, the wheel of fortune, your fortune will change. They don't know that. They don't understand that. They don't believe that. And someone around them, I don't know where they are. Because again, my guides are so clever. Because remember when I said, like, this person, I'm just showing you this in the upright to make the point. Remember when I told you that this person is like lost in the woods and like someone's around them and like they're banking on this person staying lost. They are eating that shit up. That person is down here in all that black. You don't know where they are. We can't see them. Look, I'll bring it up close to the camera. There's no way you could tell if someone was in all that black area, in all that black space. That's a part of that person's problem. That's not all that this person is dealing with, but that's a big part of it. They don't recognize that they're being... All right, Leo, I apologize. I told you guys were going to have the longest reading, and I'm a woman of my word, apparently. So, like I was saying, this person, whoever the hermit is to you in your life, they don't realize that someone else is in their vicinity, within those woods with them, and purposely wants them to stay lost, wants them to stay confused and scattered and unsure and not feeling confident and all that shit. You know, and to bring it back to the horror movie motif, like, I've never watched, and if I did, I forgot that I did, but like, that one series Saw, right? You have the killer or whoever, right? He plays games with his victims. He doesn't kill them outright. He makes them kill each other or kill themselves. Based on these props and these little games and these little torture devices that I've designed for you, I'm not killing you, you're killing you. I'm not chopping off your limbs. Your friend over there, who's desperate to survive, is going to take your arm or take your leg or do whatever. I think that's like going on in one of those movies, right? So this person who's around them is essentially a manipulator, is essentially dangling like salvation, like is it's not like a killer, like a Freddy or a Jason or like Jaws or anything like that. It's not like I am programmed and I have this evil spirit that makes me want to do these things. No, I am pretending to be on your side. I am pretending to be a non-involved party. You know, that little puppet. The killer was a puppet in Saw, right? Isn't that what that is? Like, people were like that is like the mascot of that franchise. Not the dude who voiced that fucking thing. It's the little puppet with the swirly shit on its cheeks, right? So this person is dealing with an illusion of someone who doesn't... the person around them, or people, could be more than one, in that big black space over there, right? Either pretend to be like frenemies, okay? Could be that. Or now they're showing me like when you're a kid and like you know, like your older brother or like your cousin or something, and like you're the younger kid in the situation, and they come over and they grab your hand and they make you like hit yourself. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you hitting yourself? Stop hitting yourself. Because you're taking my wrist, you're grabbing me here, and you're making me hit myself. That's why. But the whole mantra and the whole point of the whole teasing aspect is, oh, you're hitting yourself. Me doing that, that's my hand that does that. But there's a hand down here that makes me go like that. It's like, what do you call that? Subterfuge? Something like that. If you want to use a big word to describe that, that's what that person's dealing with. In some form or fashion. Here we go. They're going to show me people. Mothers, fathers, mothers-in-law, brothers, sisters, lovers, okay? Interesting. Ooh. Interesting. Husbands. Okay. So, I don't know what that means to you, but that's an issue. Leo, I hope you can read between, because that is not primarily what has shown up here, but that is a possibility that is somebody's husband or wife that does that, and that, again, in the Venn diagram, affects you a little bit. It's primarily that person's experience, the husband, the wife, the interfering mother-in-law, whatever, but that overlaps with you too. It's dicey, particularly for those who are dealing with husbands and wives of the Hermit. Let's move on to the outcome. Ace of Cups. Well, what do we have here? Opportunity, chances at love, at new revived love, at affection and effusive energies, at inspiration in some cases, heartfelt inspiration. Could be apologies. Oh yeah, with that bird there on the branch there, like a dove. I don't even know if it's a dove. No way to tell, but I'm getting a visual of a dove, which is what, the international bird of peace, right? Amends. I'm sorry. Maybe you to them or them to you. I don't know. But apologies. And it's an extension. It's an offer. It's not a guarantee. Whether it's an apology, whether it's a new start, whether it's an opportunity, it's not a guarantee. Aces are only chances. They are not for sure. Okay? Either way, Leo, you're sitting pretty over here. Not just for me mentioning this, maybe some of you got your hopes up a little bit, but you will quickly be snapped back into, I'll be fine either way. Or, I better not get overly excited, overly anxious, not anxious, but I better not anticipate that. So there's the caveat. Don't anticipate it. You can hope for it. You can be like, oh, okay, maybe, cool. I like that. I would like another chance, or I would like an apology, or I would like the chance to give this person an apology, or whatever you might want and hope for. Sure, but you're not going to put all your eggs in that basket. I feel that. You're just like, I'm not going to bank on that. That's not solid. And again, you could bring it back to Terry and the damn electric bill. Terry pays the late fees and all that kind of stuff for the October bill. And Terry promises you, you know what? I'm sorry. I was short for the September bill. I will make it up in October and I will get back on track for November. We will be back to 50-50. That could be what Terry says. But you're not going to put all your faith in that shit because you already know you screwed me in October or you screwed me in September. You overpaid in October for something that doesn't need to be overpaid for. So I'm cautiously waiting to see how November unfolds. Just an example. So even if someone comes and apologizes to you, you might accept the apology, but you're keeping your eye on them. You're like, I appreciate your effort. I appreciate the apology. I am open to making amends here. I'm open to communicating and sharing something with you again. But due to what I have experienced before, I will be cautious. Very easy with that outcome. Yeah, well, I'm saying it's easy and I'm hesitating to move on to the overall, so let's see if there's anything else. Okay, thank you. I like when they do that. So you see in the background here, you've got like that, what I'm going to presume is like water with like lily pads almost on top of it, like basically where my thumb is right here. There is the potential for an apology, which also comes with an explanation. Yes. An apology for whatever has transpired, whatever this person or you want to apologize for. And then also, here's the reasons why. Here's what was going on while all this other shit was going on. You know, so if I'm honest, it's probably coming from the Hermit person in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and there's an apology as well as an explanation of what was going on in those woods. The reason I was lost in these woods was because, and my experience in the woods was this and that, and there's just like this. That's the other thing with the Ace of Cups. It is often an outpouring. It's a very showy, not showy, but it's clear to see. It's very transparent. The apology is not going to be some half-assed apology. It's going to be, I apologize. It's not going to be, well, you know, the situation was really just, it was hard for me to get away, and it was hard for me to do this, and da-da-ba-ba-ba. And so, you know, if it was inconvenient for you, da-da-da-da, it's not going to be I mean, it might be wordy, but eventually the words, I apologize, I am sorry, I apologize for this, that, and the other is going to come out. It's going to be very clear in that way. The words, apology, I'm sorry, please forgive me, all that will be there. Might be a short apology, I'm sorry, let's move, and here's the reason why this happened. Or it could be a long, drawn-out conversation, whatever. But an explanation is behind the apology. An explanation is behind the offer of trying to make amends, of trying to build bridges, of trying to have a peaceful situation with the dove, right? Wonderful. It's all Leo could ever dream of, right? Or, you know, if it's you, you're doing that and you don't mind doing that. You know, when a Leo is really sorry, they will apologize. If a Leo doesn't care, they're not going to apologize. But the fact that it's come in the outcome and it might mean you apologize as well, you're not going to be prideful or egotistical about it. You will apologize if you need to, okay? For the cross watcher, in case you're wondering. Now, the overall energy is the Page of Cups. Well, this would be this person recuperating. That King of Cups, when he comes back into his upright, I'm only saying he because it's a king, it could be a female, it does not matter. When that King of Cups energy is turned in the upright, I think they're going to be reduced for a moment to a Page of Cups. There's a lot of recouping here, recovery. Like this person might be shell shocked, and I mean, think about that again with the analogy with the horror movies, right? Often in those movies, like you see the damsel at the end, and she's shaking. She just, you know, like Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween or something like that, carted, you know, or any other movie, like they're shaking. You know, they just survived the night, trying to, you know, stay alive as they watched all their other friends get murdered. Or whatever it is. The lone survivor of that experience is often so shocked and so stripped of their former selves that they are reduced to being sort of like a child. Because pages in the tarot are often equated to children. I'm not saying that this is a child. It could be. It could be a child. But this person is now, like I said, reduced, quote unquote, reduced to a lower status. Maybe that's where you put them. Maybe you used to see them as a King of Cups. Now you're just like, well, based on everything you've just explained to me and what you've apologized for, I'm going to rate you as a Page of Cups now. And I'm going to treat you and expect from you the behaviors of a Page of Cups. Now, the expectations and what you can and look forward to with the Page of Cups is honesty, earnest honesty. I think that this person, if they come back or they offer some type of explanation and apology, I think that they would come and be overly honest. Like, they don't want to be... And I don't think that this person has ever really lied. I think that they've just been in a murky situation. So now that they're out of the woods, they don't want to behave as if they are in the woods, you know? So this person would be forthright. This person would be honest almost to a fault. This person might be overly expressive because, again, this King of Cups, when he's in the reverse, can't really express much, can't really articulate what he feels. Page of Cups, upright, is overly enthused to share what they're feeling, is ready and able to express, I feel this today, I like this, I like that, blah, 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 blah. Very much ready to begin their ascension back up to the knight, the queen, and then the king. This person would be working towards that. The pages always are, all the pages want to become the king eventually, but first they got to become the knight, then the queen, then the king. They know they have a road ahead of them. So this person would know that. And again, an offer. You've got the Ace of Cups there, and now you have the cup in this page's hand with a little fish jumping out of it. So this person might be giddy and so excited to meet you again, or meet you for the first time. Well, meet you again because it's an unbreakable. What did I say? Meet you for the first time, like in their new phase, in their new not persona, because I don't want to make it seem like they haven't been who they are. I think it's just maybe a new side to them. So maybe that's what this whole meet the new, for you to meet the new them. Maybe that's it. I'm a new person. I'm a new man. I'm a new woman. Take me back. Some shit like that. Or, you know, before I was emotionally unavailable to you. I was emotionally shut down from you. Now I'm open. That's the new me. It's the new me. It's the new me. So maybe that's what that is. You know, Leo, I've talked a lot and I think I've given you a lot. So I'm just going to end it. I could go on and on and on, and I could clarify that Hermit if this was private. I would love to, but I have some rules around here, so I can't. Anyway, Leo, that is your reading for September. If you liked it, like button is down below. Leave comments down below. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Do all that fun stuff YouTube allows you to do if you want to support my channel. Of course, you can always order a private reading with me, and that also supports my efforts here on the channel. Leo, I'm going to be back soon doing your mid-Septembers, and after that I'm going to do the Octobers and the mid-Octobers and so on and so forth. The other thing you're going to see on the channel coming up is I'm going to do a live with Virgo. I did a live with Leo earlier in August for the birthday readings. The purpose is to just sit in the chat with anybody who shows up who wants to have a reading done. Your time has passed, Leo. I'll see you in 2020 for that. But if you want to come by and say hi and eavesdrop on a Virgo, you did have the Hermit card come up, so maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. So if you want to come and just chill out while I do the readings for the Virgo, you're welcome to do that. If you want to skip it because it's not about you, I get it, and I totally don't blame you, okay? Virgo, excuse me. Leo, I will be back very shortly, like I said, in about 2.5 weeks doing the mids. So until then, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Take care. Bye.